Hey guys, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. I just got done reading some of the comments on my last video, and some of you guys are some hating assholes. Like, most of my house guests, okay, well, actually, all of my house guests, my real supporters, I love you guys. You guys are the best. But some of y'all, okay, not the house guests, but some of the haters, y'all love to hate watch. Okay, every time I post a video, you're the first one to watch it. You're one of the first 10 comments, and you can't get enough of just hating on me and whatever I'm gonna say and whatever you think about Portia and this, that, and the third. It's so tired. It's so old. It's so lame. Okay, thank you so much for the engagement, but I just have to call it out like, you're lame. You are lame. I'm somehow on somebody's payroll because I just told the truth about a situation. How was that on somebody's payroll? Okay, wouldn't you want to hear the truth rather than hear a salacious lie? Okay, somebody that's, desperate for your click and view, so they're going to make up a lie. No, sis, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. But for everybody that's out here hate watching me, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. The bottom of the line is I really don't care. It really doesn't faze me. Yes, I'm addressing it right now, but I view it as content, something to talk about. But you think you're doing something, sis, in those comments, and you're really not. You sound dumb. You sound lame. You sound obsessed. It's definitely giving Mariah Carey. And I'm sitting at the computer screen in front of the camera like, I don't even know her. I don't even know her. I don't know her. Why are y'all some of y'all are so mad? Why are y'all so mad? What did I do to you? Okay, because I advocate for somebody that you don't like, that gives you, I guess, the wherewithal to come under my comments and just come for me. Like, it's definitely giving get a life. We are no longer in the thick of the pandemic. Yes, the pandemic is still alive and well, but this is not March of 2020. We are in January of 2022. We have masks, we have vaccines, we have social distancing, and now half of the jobs out here are from remote. Okay, you're working from home. So we're not in March 2020. We're not sitting at home all day with no life. Okay. And so I'm really confused at how you're making a professional whole full-time career out of hating on House of Aaron. How is you making that a full-time job? Okay. You hating on me more than I post videos. You spend more time hate watching me and commenting and calling me all types of names and all types of liars. Okay. You spend more time hating on me than I spend more time actually doing the damn video. But anyway, shout out to all of the supporters. Shout out to all of the house guests. Shout out to all of the people that understand, that see me. Okay, we see each other. Shout out to all of my babies out there. I love y'all so much. Shout out to the hate watchers too. You guys are super annoying. You have no life. You're bored. You're lame. You need something to do. You need something to play with. So I just said, you know what? Today, I got time. Okay, I got a little bit of time. Let me address the people in the back, the slow ones in the back that just ain't got nothing else to do. You want a response, so I'm going to finally give it to you. Okay? I'm going to say this and I'm going to be done with it. Okay? This is some advice that someone, gave to me a long time ago, and I took heed to it, and I actually implemented it into my life. Okay, you ready for this? This is going to be so profound. You're never going to forget this nugget. Get a life. Okay, anyways. Y'all act like some of y'all favorite bloggers sitting at the TV, the computer screen typing. Yeah, you got your Androids. Y'all don't even have iPhones, which there's nothing wrong with Androids, but a lot of y'all sitting in front of your Androids. Let me hate. You act like your favorite blogger. I'm just gonna lie. Let me make up lies on somebody. If you don't sit your broke ass down, sit your broke ass down. Anyways, Heather Dubrow. Speaking of sitting your broke ass down, sit your rich ass down, Heather. Okay, because I have been catching up on a lot of the housewife shows. You guys know that, I'm obsessed with Atlanta, so that's what we mostly talk about. But I've been watching the OC. I have been watching Real Housewives of Miami, which I think we're going to talk about tomorrow. I think we're going to talk about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills tomorrow as well. But in this video, I want to talk about Heather Dubrow and how she's extremely lame, like a lot of the hate watchers. Okay? It's something that my hate watchers and Heather Dubrow have in common is that y'all are both lame. Y'all both think that you're that girl and you're not. Okay? I died, went to heaven, came back to life, and they told me that you still not that girl. Heather, you are not that girl, sis. I'm going to need you to sit your ass all the way down. It doesn't really make sense to me that you think that, you think you're that girl and you have a closet the size of a whole damn mall, but yet there's nothing cute in it. You think you're that girl, but your confessional looks are stale, dry, and late. You think you're that girl, but the hair and makeup isn't up to par on a whole damn TV show that's all about glamour and fabulosity and money and all of this stuff. You have a beautiful family, you have a beautiful house, you allegedly have money, but quiet as it's kept, the money that you have is your husband's. So what do you have besides this podcast that don't nobody even listen to? You not that girl, sis. You're not that girl. To me, when I watch OC and I see Heather coming back and I see her trying to concoct these storylines and trying to check people and trying to put people in their place and trying to, play mastermind manipulator like Lisa Barlow, right? When I'm watching that stuff, I'm just like, Heather really thinks that she's really out here doing something, and it's really just giving dry. It's really giving I'm bored. It's really giving, my family life, my life with my husband, my relationship with my husband probably isn't up to par, so I'm going to rejoin the housewives and try to be the master manipulator and control everything and everybody. Because that's exactly what she's trying to do with Heather, what's her name? That's what Heather Dubrow was trying to do with Shannon. Shannon is meek. Shannon is weak. I don't know a lot about Shannon. I don't even know a lot about OC. This is actually the first season that I'm watching from, beginning to end that I'm actually dissecting and actually having a real opinion about. Last time I really, really watched the OC was when Alexis and Gretchen was on there. And I was a kid, so I really wasn't keeping up with it, all that much. I really wasn't into the white women. I'm going to just go ahead and be honest about the situation. I've seen episodes here and there, but this is my first time actually really, really watching it. And I came in with an open heart and an open mind. And I've decided that after 4 or 5 episodes at this point, that Heather just isn't that girl. The fact that you would fix your lips to actually threaten Shannon, who seems to be very weak. Okay, it seems like Heather is preying on the weak because Shannon does not want to fight with you. Shannon does not want to spar with you. Shannon has profusely apologized about this situation. And yet you came to her talking about if you come for my family, you're going to lose more than just my friendship. And that's not a threat. It's a promise. Really, sis? Okay, so just to give you guys a little background information on the situation, Shannon and Heather have had a rocky road in the past, but Heather is coming back and she wants to, I guess, be cool with everybody, right? So Shannon's like, okay. But Heather tells Shannon that she has this friend, okay, that, Shannon didn't have no knowledge of, named Nicole. So in Shannon's head, okay, she's thinking, is this Nicole Weiss? The woman that sued Heather's husband, Terry Dubrow, 20 years ago for a botched boob job. Right? So then Shannon went to Gina and Emily, who she thought were her friends, and basically said, so y'all, check this. I just got done talking to Heather Dubrow, and she's been telling me about this Nicole girl, but I could have sworn that Nicole sued Heather's husband for her boob job. The boobs weren't boobing. Which I thought was a very natural inkling of Shannon. I would have done the same thing. If a friend of mine told me that they were friends with somebody that I had known them to have sued you a long time ago, that's something that I would be thinking to myself, that's interesting. That's some tea. I felt like what Shannon did was natural. On top of that, we are on a whole reality TV series. So, of course, she was going to gossip about it. Of course, she was going to be messy about it. But she never intended to come to Heather Dubrow about it, which in my head, I think she should have. I think that was her only, fault in the situation. But Heather Dubrow's rationale is, if I would have never known about the situation, then I would have been okay with that. So once Shannon gossiped about it to Gina and Emily and them, and then Heather had her $36,000 Nobu party that she ended up canceling because she slammed somebody against the wall. We'll get to that in just a second, right? At the party, Gina kind of felt bad that Shannon wasn't being forthcoming with the Nicole Weiss information, her suing the husband 20 years ago. So Gina decided to, pull Heather to the side at the party and be like, hey, Shannon told me that this Nicole girl sued your husband 20 years ago, and I just thought that you should know. Now, if I was Heather, my first thought is Shannon is messy. Then my second thought is, why the fuck would Nicole Weiss befriend me and not tell me that she sued my husband years ago? Don't befriend me. Don't become my friend. Don't act like we all cool and besties and girlfriends and we going out shopping and out to eat and drinking and going to Nobu and whatnot. And turns to find out you didn't sue my husband 20 years ago and never told me. Like, that is some really shady, sneaky shit. And then maybe I was going to sort of kind of be mad at Shannon, okay, for being messy about the situation. But your rationale is you never wanted to know and Shannon never intended to tell you. So if you never wanted to know, you really should have been mad at Gina. But just in this last episode, you said that you clicked with Gina so much and you love Gina so much. So that just goes to show that you just fundamentally just don't like Shannon, which is the reason why you want to go in on her. And then you try to threaten a girl talking about if you ever come from my family, you're going to lose more than just my friendship. Like, first off, Heather Dubrow, nobody is scared of you. You're super whack. You're super lame. Nobody's listening to that podcast. Like I said, your rise to status is I almost said your father's money, your husband's money. Your rise to status is the Real Housewives of Orange County. Nobody really cares what you got going on. Nobody's scared of you. You don't have dirt on nobody. You use your money to create these friendships, but none of them are genuine. And that's just how the cookie crumbles. I did not like the fact that you decided to talk to Shannon, who is a 50, 60-year-old woman, the way you did, as if that's your child. You need to be worried about Max. Okay, that's your child. Worry about Max and the rest of them 10 kids. Okay, worry about all them baby kids instead of worrying about what Shannon got going on. Worry about Terry Dubrow and his alleged botched surgeries. Okay, I think the real issue is you're upset and you're embarrassed because your husband has made a career for himself as this miracle, magical plastic surgeon in the OC who's fixing people's botched, plastic surgeries, when really he's being accused of being the botcher. If that makes sense. He's accused of of doing the botching. So I think you're just embarrassed about that situation, but you need to be worried about Terry and his boob jobs. You need to be worried about this podcast that ain't nobody watching. You need to be worried about this failed attempt at coming back to the housewives trying to be this queen, and it's not queening. So anyways, y'all. Noella's going to come out and basically expose the girl because from what I gathered, is basically saying that at the Nobu party that she never got to serve the $36,000 sushi at, right? Noella overheard, Heather Dubrow being very irate and angry and irritated at the situation. I guess because her husband was exposed for messing up that girl's boobs. And from what I gathered, like I said, I'm not completely sure, but it seems like Noella is saying that Heather Dubrow slammed somebody against the wall at her own house. And I believe it, which is the reason why Noella's looking very chaotic, right? We see Noella out of the clear blue sky just go in at Jen, but I think what we're not seeing is the entire situation. We're not really getting the scope, right? What we see on the show is Noella calling Heather Dubrow a fake bitch, which I would not disagree with those sentiments. But she's privy to information that we are not privy to yet. It looks like Noella is being very chaotic and erratic, but Noella really know what the hell she's talking about. And I cannot wait for her to expose Heather Dubrow. Because Heather, instead of picking on weak Shannon, you should be picking on somebody your own size, somebody that's actually going to go toe-to-toe with you, which is Noella. And I cannot wait. So let me know how y'all feel about the situation. Are you guys watching the OC? Should I continue to talk about it? Let me know. I'm going to go ahead and log off. I love you guys. And don't forget to create a great day.